I'm gonna watch.
All right. It's the Egg Bowl. Let them grind.
The Battle of Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbell or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys?
Yeah, Lane Kiffin ain't here to
Thanks,
save y'all
Holly.
this
Looking forward
year.
to see how this one goes. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew an Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking. Yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty Toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty Toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped
dumbass.
all
See,
over
I
the
look like my
Bulldogs
defensive
early.
line on
That's going to be a big
pancakes.
key for them again, I think, this time around.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Snags it quickly on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Rebels in the hurry up.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post Lane Kiffin, post Charlie Weiss Jr. And they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They're bringing a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad James is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate.
Snags it and he's open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10.
And late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Rebels look to keep this drive coming.
And man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games. You need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2.
People left. Is there work? You got left and came back.
And he waltzes in for the score.
Fuck.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns. And it is a physical run. Lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back.
That's it. Also a good start.
The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. They're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw. Release to the back. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down for this offense. They'll run the counter. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The short hands. It's out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. 3
throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, all we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down. Got the first down himself. Turning it on. The big play takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line, and just like that, field position flips. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass.
What the fuck?
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 34-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Swings it out to the flat, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
Oh,
and he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that lead grows even bigger. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return, he stops short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a give to Bothwell. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense. And now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Grab behind the line. It's West. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Going left, Fluff Bothwell. He locked up and held on to bring him down. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Here is he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. They'll run for it on third and short. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front. And it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54
I missed that
out.
block attempt. Dog, I hate
It
it.
is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He leaves it with the back.
Oh, my God.
He was looking everywhere for more
if we don't
running
get a
room and couldn't
start,
find it. He'll be
first
4
down.
yards short, and it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started.
It's coming soon, Quan. Like these bitches. Coming soon.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Gill. They finally get him on the ground,
People
but
messing
he's
like
got an explosive play for the first down.
Dad's doing unhealthy
One
things
big
to me
play
right
to
now.
get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. The run inside. It's Odom. Shakes off the defender.
Who the fuck is this guy?
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Looking for room. It's Lacey. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake. Fires
Nobody's
to the
just
tight
guarding
end.
this fucking receiver down here
Nice
in the
catch
flat.
and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I
Where's
mean,
that
he is
tight end?
sensational.
Tight
He's
end?
been so
Who
fun to
cares?
watch. Like,
Receiver, the
play,
flat.
pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why
Could be an alley.
Yep, this is strictly built.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, if I
You
beat
just
Louisiana
simply
Monroe,
can't
I
say
probably would've
enough
went
about
bowling.
this guy and what he's meant to this offense. Big time
Throwing it
players
to the
make
kicker.
big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. This
Good
will
upright
not be
thing. Good.
returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
27-0.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. They get to him as he throws. Got the tight end outside. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to move them on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll run it with Bothwell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The line of scrimmage, the 2. And these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They've converted on fourth down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. They'll try to run it with Fluff. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Running inside. It's Lacey. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 1 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Texas A&M in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the number 1 team in the country is losing, that's headline news. And so much to break down from a spirited start to this egg bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they are 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Mississippi State head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Got his man on the right. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. This is
Let me.